The best piece of business United did this summer didn't cost a penny. His name is Shea Lacey. He's 19 years old, and the Premier League has no idea what's coming. On the morning of the 1st of August 2026, Atletico Madrid's defenders didn't know him either. But by the afternoon, they knew him all right. And here's the part that should scare every rival. He's the next Phil Foden, and United got him for free, a left-footed teenager ready to destroy anyone in front of him. You still don't believe me? Here are the 7 reasons why he's about to tear the Premier League apart. By number 3, you'll also see why nobody can stop him. Before we go deeper, hit like, hype the video, and subscribe if you enjoy these United breakdowns. It really helps the channel reach more United fans. Part 1. The gap between what they see and what you don't. Let's start with the thing that should terrify every rival fan. It's not what Lacey does on the pitch. It's the gap between what the people inside United see and what everyone outside still refuses to believe. Go on rival Twitter right now. You'll find the same tired take. Just another United Academy kid. They hype one every year. He'll flop like the rest. City fans especially love it, because admitting United produced a genuine talent for free ruins their favourite flex. But here's what those people are missing. Inside that dressing room, the story is completely different. A senior squad full of internationals and expensive signings, and the players who train with Lacey every day, the ones who've shared a pitch with world-class talent, keep pointing at the teenager. Against Atletico Madrid, he didn't look like a kid making up the numbers. He looked like the most dangerous attacker United had. Experienced defenders backing off him, fouls conceded out of pure panic, a penalty won because they simply could not handle him one-on-one. That is the tension nobody outside is talking about. The narrative says academy filler. The evidence says something else entirely. And when the people inside the building are that convinced, while the people outside are still laughing, there's only one way this ends. The outsiders find out last, usually the hard way, on a Saturday afternoon, when it's already too late. Which brings us to why they're so convinced. It starts with what he does to defenders. Part 2. The weapon that makes defenders look foolish. So what are those defenders so afraid of? It's the ball at his feet, because in a one-on-one, Shea Lacey is a nightmare. Start with the close control. The ball looks glued to his left foot, and he takes touch after touch, tiny adjustments, constantly shifting the picture so a defender can never set. Then come the changes of direction. Razor sharp. He'll show you one way, and he's already gone the other before your weight has shifted. Defenders don't get beaten by pace here. They get beaten by information. He gives them the wrong picture, then punishes it, and the acceleration over the first few yards is brutal. He doesn't need a long runway. One touch to unbalance you, one burst, and he's past. In tight spaces, where most attackers panic, Lacey speeds up. That is rare. That is the thing you cannot teach. Now put yourself in the fullback's shoes. If you dive in, he's gone, and you've conceded a foul or a penalty, just like Atletico did. If you stand off, he glides forward and picks his moment to cut inside onto that left foot and shoot. Whatever you choose, he's already planned for it. There is no safe option. This is why comparisons to Ronaldinho followed him around the academy. Not because he copies anyone, but because he manipulates defenders instead of just beating them. He toys with them. And a player who does this at 19, in a United shirt, against senior opposition, that travels fast. Part 3. The number 10 surprise. Everyone assumes Lacey is a right winger. Start him wide, let him cut inside, and curl one in. And yes, that's his natural home. But against Atletico, Carrick did something smarter. He played him through the middle as a number 10. Think about why that matters. On the wing, a defender has the touchline as a teammate. He can show Lacey down the line and shrink the space. But in the middle, there is no touchline to help you. Lacey can turn either way, drift into both half spaces, and pop up between the lines where nobody can pick him up. All that dribbling and manipulation now unleashed in the most dangerous zone on the pitch. And he looked completely at home there. Comfortable, confident, dangerous for the second preseason game running. That is not a winger being experimented with. That is a footballer with the IQ to play multiple roles. Now here's why that should worry every rival. It makes him Carrick's understudy to Bruno Fernandes, a left-footed, press-resistant, chance-creating number 10 who is also a genuine option on both wings. One player, 3 positions, all of them dangerous. Managers do not casually hand that role to a teenager. Carrick trusts him with it, and a player this versatile does not sit on a bench for long. But talent is not what makes him truly frightening. It's what's between his ears. Part 4. What's between his ears? Against Atletico Madrid, he faced defenders who have kicked their way through the Champions League, and he did not blink. He demanded the ball in tight areas. He ran straight at them, and when they fouled him, when they tried to bully the kid, he stayed calm and won the penalty. No panic. A boy who plays like he belongs. But here is the part that tells you everything. Earlier this year, in an FA Cup tie against Brighton, Lacey came off the bench and let it boil over. 2 yellow cards inside a couple of minutes. A late challenge, then a flash of frustration at the referee, and he walked, sent off at 18. Now that is not composure, and I will not dress it up. It was a teenager's emotions running hot. Nothing more. The real question was what came next. Did it shrink him? Did it make him tentative? Did it steal the freedom from his game? It did not. He came back and kept taking defenders on, kept demanding the ball, kept playing without a shred of fear. That flash of temper and that fearlessness come from the same place. A kid who cares, who wants it badly, who refuses to hide. Carrick does not hand real responsibility to a boy who flinches. He hands it to one who wants it, and Lacey wants it more than anyone. Part 5. The honest counter. So, let me be honest with you, the way I would want someone to be honest with me. Shea Lacey is not the finished article. He is 19. His body is still filling out, and the Premier League is a brutal, physical place. There will be nights when a grown centre-half muscles him off the ball and the kid bounces. That is coming, and normal. Second, one glorious pre-season does not make a career. Atletico was a friendly. The intensity was not league intensity, and the result did not count for anything. I am not going to pretend otherwise. And third, the hardest jump in football is turning youth-level numbers into senior-end product. Week after week, over 40 or 50 games. Not one highlight reel. Plenty of Wonderkids never make that jump. Lacey still has to prove he can do it too. Those are the real doubts, and I am not hiding from them. But here is why I am still this confident. Every one of those doubts is about time and physicality. None of them is about talent. None of them is about temperament. You cannot coach the left foot. You cannot coach the fearlessness you saw a minute ago. The things Lacey is missing are the things that come with age, minutes, and a proper gym program. The things he already has are the things you cannot buy at any price. And that changes what kind of prospect he really is. So where does he actually fit? Part 6. The selection dilemma. So where does he fit? Here is the objection, and it is a fair one. United looks stacked. That is what rival fans are telling themselves right now. No room for the kid. It helps them sleep. But look closer at the 2 areas where Lacey actually threatens, and the picture changes. Start on the right. Bryan Mbeumo is first choice, with Amad Diallo pushing hard. Crowded, yes. But Mbeumo is also Carrick's cover for Sesko up top. The moment he shifts up top, the right swings open, and Lacey is already knocking. Now the number 10. Bruno Fernandes owns it, with Mason Mount behind him. Yet Lacey has shone in that role in pre-season, which is why the staff already rate him there. So he is not queuing behind one man for one shirt. He gives Carrick the same weapon in 2 places, right or central. And that is where it turns into a nightmare for everyone else. Picture it from the other dugout. You prepare to smother him out wide, double up on that flank, and Carrick simply tucks him into the 10 between your lines. You sit deep to guard Bruno, and Lacey drifts right at your fullback 1 against 1. Whatever you choose to protect, you open the thing you did not. There is no safe way to plan for a player who hurts you from 2 positions at once. And here is the frightening part. For Shea Lacey, this is only the beginning. Part 7. He's coming. So here is where it all points. Shea Lacey is coming, and the Premier League is not ready. Look at his path. He tore through United's youth teams. He beat City at under 18 level. He stepped up to Premier League 2 and kept scoring, kept creating, against older bodies. Then his senior debut, then a pre-season meeting against Atletico, where he looked like he had been there for years. Every time the level has risen, Lacey has risen with it. That is the pattern that should worry every rival. Now let me defend something I said earlier. I called Lacey the best piece of business United did this summer. Some of you might have pushed back, but here is my case. Youri Tielemans is a fine footballer, but he is 29, not a player with a decade of ceiling ahead of him. Andrés Santos is exciting, but he cost real money. Shea Lacey cost nothing. He came through the academy, carries the highest ceiling of the lot, and United got him for free. Value is simple. It is the gap between what you spend and what you get. So here is where I hand it to you. The only question now is how he tears the league apart. Is he the next great United right winger, cutting in off that flank? Or is his real home the number 10, drifting into the pockets where defenders lose him? Right wing destroyer or central creator? Pick one and defend it below.